Hello everybody and welcome to Simcade League Gran Turismo 7. We're back with more Gran Turismo. And tonight we're at the Dragon Trail track. Which has an interesting chicane. A very interesting chicane which might throw up some interesting results. We're going to have to wait and see on that front. We are starting with our Mégane Cup. That's why you just saw the Gr4 Mégane Cup trailer before we start tonight. And following that, we are going to be doing our featured race of the Gr3 with tyre wear, with myself on commentary. But I'm going to race in this first race. And we're going to go do a little bit of practice right now, before the lobby resets. Just going to inform the drivers. And here we go then. We're going to have a little go around the track in our Mégane. Struggling a little bit actually. I thought I was going to do okay tonight, but my time is a good few seconds off the front runners, which, you know, to be fair, normally is. Now a lot of these guys are currently practicing in the Gr3. I can't get that bit down, unfortunately. It's probably not going to be the best POV stream of this track from myself, but I will do my best for everyone that's watching. I'll thankfully get us in the commentary booth straight after. So we're coming up to the chicane that everybody is really loving. I've had a couple of issues with it myself, to be fair. Ooh, getting loose there. I've been in someone's way. I'm on an outlap, so I'll get out of the way. Not that it matters too much. Oh, we got Epic Toasty back with us tonight. What a joy that is to see. Haven't seen him racing with us for a little while now. But he has been mentioning out in the league Discord that he was looking to come back and race, and he's on track, so that's good to see. He will be quick. He is a quick driver. So the lobby should reset into the Group 4 category pretty soon. There we go. Hopefully the laps are down as well, Craig, to 14. Yes, good man. He's on the ball. So qualification begins now. Let's get out. We've got 20 minutes to qualify. And then it's time to race. I want to try and get behind Lance here. Oh, it's V2. I thought it was Lance. I'm interested to see how these quicker lads take this track, because they're gaining like 2 seconds on me somehow. I'd be interested to know how they are doing that. Anybody in chat? Hello. Welcome in. Hopefully you've all had a good week and you're ready to just chill out, watch some Gran Turismo 7 racing. No tyre wear for the Mégane Cup, of course. Here's the chicane. Do you know what? I took it alright then. You have to lift ever so slightly, I find. Alright, let's see if we can put a good lap in. Sounds like someone's leaving the pit lane. I think we'll be looking sort of at the back end of the points again tonight. Smooth. Felt pretty smooth, that. I've got someone behind me here. .150. It's too slow. 2.5 seconds behind V2. This is so depressing. Tom goes quicker than me. It is so depressing. Toasty goes quicker. HL goes quicker. Four tenths down on TG. And Hip goes quicker than me. Nice slap from Hip. Puts himself in fourth. Where is Fenton? I don't see Fenton on the grid. V2 did a 147, that's crazy. That is crazy, man. Alright, we went a bit quicker. Puts us back to fourth. Fenton goes into fourth now himself. Gets his lap in. I'm 1/10 down on Fenton's time currently. Up 2/10 on the lap though. I'm not getting that bit right at the minute. And now I'm down. That's annoying. Too much of the curb. And we're off at the chicane of death, as everyone's dubbed it. I'm going to be in somebody's way here. We do have light mechanical damage on. Last Ninja Cow goes quicker than me by 1/1000th of a second. Holy moly. What a time that is to put in. 11 minutes of qualification to go. And 1.8 seconds down on the lead quali time. So V2 up top, HL second. Fenton is in third. No, fourth. Toasty in third. And then Ninja, then me. It's a very competitive top end of the order. Oh, and I've took too much. Took too much of that there. That's ruined my lap. Yeah, 4/10 down. HL thinks it'll be an excellent race tonight in the chat there. Well, he's currently in second for the qualification. Is he going to challenge V2 for a win here? Eight tenths down that lap. Very poor lap. Ah, that's rubbish. That is rubbish. We're 8 tenths down again. Yeah, my pace is not strong tonight. Cornish goes into the top 6. And it's looking like another bad race for myself, to be honest. we have got some strong competition in this league now, which is really good to see. It's what we want to see in Simcade League, and that's what we are seeing. I feel like I did that sector quite nicely then. We'll see down here at the split. Yeah, we did do quite nicely. Probably gonna bin it here though. Yep, took too much of the curb. I knew I was gonna muck it up. Hello, Simmy. How are you doing, mate? I was half a second up there. Gotta wait for this damage to come off the car. Not bad, mate, not bad, but I'm painfully off the pace tonight. As you can see by the timing board. Cornish goes. Has Ninja gone into the pits? I think he must have done. I didn't feel anywhere near as good through that. That was nice through the chicane. I don't think this is going to be an improvement though. We shall see as we come to the line. Took the last corner a bit grim as well. Oh, look at that. Desperately close. Only time for probably one more lap here. Yeah, he's mental on it, mate. He's absolutely mental on it. To be fair, Lance is not far behind and HL's there with them as well. Those three just run away with it, mate, to be honest. But they have good battles amongst themselves, which is always fun to see. Lance is quite far down though here tonight. I thought he was setting good times, but he's only half a second up on mine at the minute. I'm not sure how many. We'll have a look in a second. I think it's quite a good grid size tonight. think we've got. I think we've got more, at least 10. Oh, we went quicker by a tenth, nearly 2 tenths. Will we get time to do another lap? I think Craig is keeping an eye on the time here, so shouldn't have to worry about having to tell him to sort it out. I think I might have messed up there. I don't know if AJ's driving. I'm sure he did last week. Probably not, because he's not been very well. 2 minutes left. There you go. Craig's got his eye on the ball here tonight. Go on, Craigie son. Well, it's time for just this one lap, I think. And I was down. I am actually 3.5. Well, 3 tenths down on Ninja now. We were close earlier. Right, we'll back up. I need more than a tenth though. Too much of it, yeah. Well, that's the end of my quali. 7th, I think it was. I think it's just time for me to admit that I am not as good at Gran Turismo as I once thought I was. I think certainly lost a lot in the switch between the games. We have, ooh, we've got a lobby of 12, 13, damn! That'll obviously go down to 12 for the Group 3 because I commentate. But yeah, what a grid tonight on Gran Turismo 7 here on Simcade League. As we wait for, here we go, the race will begin shortly. Yeah, not bad, Sim, is it? Just could do with 2 more and then it's a full grid pretty much. Alright, so we're starting 8th. Damn, Tom's ahead of us. So me and Tom back together once again. Gotta see what we can do across the 14 laps here. Hopefully someone bins it at the chicane of death. And that gives us an advantage. Whoa, that bunched up a lot there, didn't it? And that's someone coming through quite aggressively on me. It is Lion. No, it's Hip. Blimey, Hip's getting his elbows out here. Straight back onto the back of Hip. Now, first lap, pick your moments really here. Don't want to do anything too stupid early on because it could ruin your race. Hip's had a good start there though, managed to get up. I'm 2.5 seconds back off the lead already. But yeah, the front 3 is not going to be of my concern tonight. Don't have the pace for it. And we're not going to go too wide through the chicane. I'm going to play this sensible now. This could be where carnage happens. Everyone will just take it easy. Somebody's had a crash. And Fenton dropped back. Someone else dropped back. And I managed to squeeze through on Hip. TG with a penalty early on. Wonder what that was for. And we're up on Ninja now, who is in 4th. We've got a yellow flag. HL's around. That's one of our front runners around. So Ninja, will he finish 4th or will he finish on the podium? Many laps to go yet. But he's up onto 3rd at the minute. Cornish in 2nd. I believe it's his first race this season with us. Cornish, I can't remember if he raced last week. Can't remember. But anyway, V2 leads them off as per usual. That's really deep from me, and Hip's going to get a run on me, I think. Yeah, he's closing that time down now. That was bad from me. So Hip will be looking into the chicane, whether or not he can get through and challenge me here for 4th. I didn't score a point last week, so it would be nice to get something this week, if we could. We actually ended up binning it and losing our points. Took a bit too much of the curb there, but we survived it. You see the helicopter whizzing around above the track. So 1.3 back on Ninja. And we're 6 seconds down on the lead now. Already V2 streaking out ahead. I think I gained a bit there on Ninja. Turned in a bit early there. This will be interesting on the chicane with the tyre wear, by the way, in the Group 3 race. That's going to lead to some interesting battles, I would imagine. Drop back a little bit here on Ninja now. Messed up into the chicane. Getting a bit of understeer out of there. It's not helping me. Well, I don't know if we're going to be able to catch Ninja. He's got more pace than me on this track. And that is a bad entry into that corner from me. Oh dear. Oh, that was a bit scary. Hips in 5th, Lie Cryer in 6th. We do have 13 on grid tonight, so the points may get scaled differently tonight. I'm not entirely sure how we're going to do that. We have done that in the past when we've had more on grid. And yeah, Ninja's just pulling away now. He's got into his groove. I took too much of that there. You see that speck of blue, can't I? Just ahead of me. I don't know, race and talk at the same time. I'm used to doing it, mate, from streaming. I am concentrating a little bit here. I do go quiet every now and again, but I don't want you guys to be bored. Things have pretty much stayed as they are. Been a bit boring so far, I think. Nearly at half race distance. Don't know what's going on at the back, but most seem spread out from what I can see. Yeah, I'm losing time now. Just not good enough this on Gran Turismo 7. I miss the glory days of Gran Turismo Sport. I really do. Nobody's binned it here yet, have they? I suppose I can't see the rest of them. Oh, felt like I took a bit too much there. But it was alright. We lost some time again though. We're down 3.7 seconds, 3.8 seconds. Yeah, we're not catching Ninja tonight unless he has a major mistake. Just don't have the pace of these front runners. Not doing that right there either at the minute. Just dropping further and further back. There is a nice gap for myself to hit though. So if we can see it round for the next back half of the race, fourth would be a nice little pickup, I think, considering I didn't get any points last week. But yeah, I'm losing like half a second a lap. $17. Why? Can't you see it? Yeah, it's the time behind the leader, yeah. So I'm 17.9 seconds down to Nuno. Which is about right, because he's about 2 seconds a lap quicker than me in quali. So that's about right, isn't it? Looks like Hip and Liarcry are battling. Yeah, Liarcry gets up to 5th. Don't know what happened with Hip. Yeah, Ninja's just pulling further and further away. I don't know. I just don't get why I don't have the pace anymore on Gran Turismo. Like, me and Ninja were like on pace in sport most of the time. Maybe he's just got better, but I do feel like I've dropped my standards a lot on the game. I don't get to practice it as much as I would like, which is a shame. But yeah, V2 leads is 20 seconds down the road from me. Cornish is not even close to him, right? Looking at the track map. No. Ninja's actually closing in on Cornish a bit, I think. That could be interesting. Can Ninja go and get second? We shall see as the race develops. Hip's got back through on Liarcry, so Hip back up to 5th. I'm just hitting 49s. I can't get any better than that. Nuno's somehow getting 47s. Like, where do they find the extra time? That's what I don't understand. Like, I can't see where they get it. To my mind, like, that's a hell of a lot of time to have on someone else. And then, like, when you go around the track, you're sort of thinking, well, where are they picking it up? Just can't work it out. Hit back down to 6th. So him and Lai are really going at it. Seems like the battle of the race. Although we think Last Ninja Cow might get up onto Cornish soon. Maybe. Ninja must be absolutely nailing it through the chicane, and I think I'm taking it pretty well. Seems to gain a lot there on me. I'm just sat in my own little world here. 8 seconds back. Well, 9 seconds back. 10 seconds in front. So V2, Cornish and Ninja are in the podium places at the minute. Is Ninja gonna push Cornish in the last few laps of the Mégane Cup round 2 at Dragon Trail at the Seaside configuration? He's closing in on him, it looks like. Four laps to go. Will we see any changes? Hips back up to 5th. He'd be really happy, I think, if he can hold on to that. See if he does it. He might even get 4th yet if I mess up. Four tenths down. That's bad. That chicane might well trip me up yet. Ninja is maybe 3 seconds behind Cornish. Maybe, I'm not sure exactly. Would be nice if you got a bit more of a better time split on this game. I went on the other day, Simmy, just because I've not been on for a while. I think I got 3 wins. But no, not really. All this driving's taking over, really. Although, having said that, I'm really, really a bit depressed here about how far behind Ninja I am. Like, I feel like I should be doing way better in this league. But it looks like we're going to get points anyway tonight in the Mégane Cup, which is an improvement on last week. Nah, it's not, but I feel like I should be challenging for top 3 positions. I think I've got this sort of deluded sense of greatness on the game due to how well I did on sport, but since the transition to 7, I've just been nowhere really. Ooh, that scared me. Oh, no Ninja's no mug at all, but like we were certainly on similar pace. Oh, it looks like he's had an issue because I'm catching him quick in GT Sport. If not, I was slightly quicker. Ninja has had an issue by the looks of things. Coming out the chicane, maybe. It's not. He's lost 2 seconds, I think. We're on to the final lap though. V2 has led all the way around, never looked in any doubt. For him. And where is Fenton on that list? I do not see a Fenton, which is a bit of a surprise, if I'm honest. He was doing similar quali laps to the time that V2 has done, I believe. So I don't know what's happened there with Fenton. But Cornish is going to take P2, which is a great result for Cornish. Quick driver just all around is Cornish. Doesn't matter what you play on. Same with Epic Toasty, although I don't see his name either. So I'm not sure where he's ended up. Have we had some people back out? Not sure. Anyway, V2 is about to win the race, I think. Yes, he does. Crosses the line. P1. And Cornish is coming along to the finish line himself now to take home P2. And Ninja is going to get 3rd. Well done to Mr. Ninja. Great race from him. Was with him for a bit and then he's just pulled away from me. And I take 4th. I'll take that, considering we didn't get any points last week. That's not a bad result for me. And yeah, Toasty down in 10th. Fenton down in 9th. Fenton manages to get up to 8th, though, coming into the end. HL is going to look to take 5th. Hip's fallen down to 7th. Oh, that's a disappointment for Hip. He was very close to some points there. And like I say, I'm not sure if we'll scale the points up with us having more on grid tonight. I shall confer with my fellow admin. And we're going to get ready for our Group 3 race, so I am just going to do that, and yeah, we're going to play you the Group 3 trailer. Back in a second, everyone. Okay, we're back, and we are ready for our Group 3 featured race at the Dragon Trail Seaside. And we're going to get straight into qualifying to have a look at how everyone does. The Stranger Craig's first out on the track. See what he can do in the Group 3. So here is Stranger Craig. Is he on a hot lap? I don't know, because we can't see things. Let's have a look. No, he's on an out lap. Is anyone on a hot lap, is the question. How's this sound, Simi? Is it the sound and everything okay? We got anyone on a hot lap? Not yet. Craig's going to be the first to lead us away, I think. Here he comes to the line to start his fast lap. First one on track in his Joker car. Tonight, playing his wild card, I believe, and he's actually dressed his car up in a Joker livery. Very creative, sir. Well done. Thank you, Simi. Appreciate that. So of course we have only 11 on track at the minute. Where have we... Ooh, getting a bit loose there was Craig. Who have we lost? We've lost Toasty, right? Why have we lost Toasty? And Toasty has now joined, so we have a 12-car grid for our featured race here. Can we have another exciting race? Craig gets very on the limit and loses it through the chicane, and he's going to get some damage for his troubles. So he will set the first time and provisionally go on pole, but he also will be able to do better than this lap himself, meaning that the rest of the grid will most likely manage to do that also. Let's see where he puts himself time-wise. 1:44. So the next driver to come along is Mikey in the Puce livery. He's in the Honda. Round he comes. Pretty clean through there, Mikey, I must say. And TG following close behind. I think Mikey will go provisional pole here. He does so with a 1:40. TG goes provisional pole by a second and a half. Cornish coming to the line in his Jaffa Cake livery. He puts himself second behind TG, so a good lap early on from TG. Mikey getting loose and off the track. We've got Fenton coming to the line now. Had a disappointing race in the Meganes. What about qualifying? Goes quickest with a 1:37. Puts himself on provisional pole. So Rob in the, I believe it's the Porsche. Or is it the McLaren? Where's Rob going to put himself? He puts himself fourth. It is the Porsche. I thought it was. Who's this coming to the line now? Liar Cryer into fifth. HL and Fenton. Well, HL moves up to first. I didn't catch HL's lap there, so HL goes quickest. V2 now takes the quickest lap by a second. 0.4. That is incredible from V2. He's really upped his game on Gran Turismo 7. So next to the line it will be TG. He did have a provisional pole earlier. You can see his softs are seeing some tyre wear. They can go for a good few laps. Still pretty quick until you need to change them. These guys have 13 minutes of qualifying left. Where's TG going to go? He's a second and a half slower. So Cornish now down to 7th. He goes into the pits. Interesting. We have Fenton coming round the last corner. Where's he going to put himself on this grid? Is he going to go quickest? No, he's not. 2 seconds back actually on the quickest time there. Where is HL? We're going to stay on board with HL for a lap. He is the closest challenger to V2 here, but he's still quite a ways down. I'm assuming he might change that now. Yes, he does. He gets a best lap and puts himself 0.6 down on V2. We shall stick with him. We'll keep an eye and see if V2 can improve his time. Surely he's maxing out. No, he has just gone quicker by 0.3. So the gap's up to nearly a second again for HL, and V2 is just, as I say, the guy's on another level at the moment. We'll see if HL can respond. He has gone a quickest sector. And he comes now along to the chicane. Still on a personal best, but has dropped back on that purple that he wants to see flashing up on screen. Oh, gets wobbly out the chicane, and that probably and most likely will ruin his lap. And he does pull over. Because he's got damage. How did he get damage there? I didn't see where he got that there. Fenton now on the charge. V2 has gone into the 35s with his lap, which is just crazy. But here comes Fenton. Can he put a challenge in on V2 and HL? Epic Toasty's up to 4th. And I would imagine Fenton will do one more lap here and then want to change his tyres to get a fresh set of softs on. There's the cruise ship in the harbour as you come down towards this hairpin along into the chicane, and Fenton is way down on his time and he gives up on that lap. Okay, let's go on board with Epic Toasty. He's on an outlap, so let's shift away. Everybody seems to be on outlaps. Most people sticking on fresh tyres. Hip currently in 6th. Can get that Porsche going. Heads towards the chicane. He's half a second down. He's got relatively fresh softs on, so would hope that that he could get something in. See Mikey just sat off the track there. And Hip has moved down to 7th now. Ninja 2 tenths up on him. We've got Toasty Cornish in 4th. Oh, and I've caught a bit of an incident for him. Out of the chicane. Oh, that was dangerously close there, wasn't it? Chicane's fun, but not when you get it wrong. No, I agree. And Fenton has just got it wrong and has damage to contend with. So just go slowly round to the line to get this light mechanical damage. It does affect you briefly and then comes off the car, which is interesting. Who's this coming past? Cornish. I can't see. It's Last Ninja Cow. He's on an outlap, so let's stay on board with Last Ninja Cow as we go down to the last 8 minutes of quali. We will need to tell these drivers to change their tyres for the race as well. And Last Ninja Cow is half a second down, just over half a second down on Epic Toasty. Let's see if he's bugging that gap at all. Mikey looks to be round. Three tenths up. So he's going to close the gap, but Cornish... Oh, Toasty has jumped Cornish, so Ninja is now 7 tenths back on Cornish here in qualifying. Really competitive. At the top end of this grid we have V2, HL Fenton, all really quick, and then Toasty and Cornish coming back into the Gran Turismo League will add a little bit more spice. That looks a bit messy from Ninja, and I think we're gonna head on off from there. So HL is 9 tenths down still on V2, and I just don't think anybody's got an answer to V2 at the moment. The guy is just so rapid, but we have seen HL get a purple sector there. Purple flash. Can he keep that up? Seems to be sector 1 that HL is enjoying on this track. He loses it down here into the chicane. Lost 0.2. Oh, that was close to the limit there. Through the chicane. Rob, are you going to be in his way here? Nope. V2's coming around for another lap as well here. Well, HL does go 0.4 quicker, but so does V2, goes quicker himself, so... Wait, no he didn't. Why did he have a purple? Yes, he did. Apologies, he did. That was weird. The lap times didn't set themselves correctly. He's down to half a second for pole position with 5 minutes remaining of quali. Let's see with HL again then. Sponsored by Spa. And he is getting purples. He's only 1/100th up though there, wasn't he? Not quite sure how that works. Needs a 1:35.7. Oh, and he's got very loose there. Around this little last part of the lap, and that's ruined it for him. V2 doesn't go quicker, but actually hits pretty much the same time on the lap, which is just frighteningly consistent. Toasty's up to third, Fenton fourth currently. There's the rest of our Fenton third. Has someone been in the pits though? Yes, we've seen people pit. I hate the way that Gran Turismo does that. I wish they would change it. But there's a few things that I'd change. And I'm not in charge. V2's 1.2 seconds up on Toasty, so HL's in the pits. Probably putting on a fresh set. Don't know if he's going to get it out in time though, to be honest. Unless he's just accepted that he's going to be stuck in second. Fenton comes back in. So yeah, my grid's a little bit messed up now. And TG pulls over on his outlap. Oh, that is awfully loud. We just got a new sub, Epic Toasty, subscribing to the Simcade League YouTube channel. Welcome in, Toasty. Appreciate the follow or the subscribe. Can't keep up with what to call all these things across all these different social media platforms. Yeah, thanks for subscribing, bud. And we are coming to the end of qualification here. And we're on board with Epic Toasty, who has just subscribed to the channel. Make sure you subscribe too, so you can catch all of our live races Racing every Thursday on F1 22. Every Friday on Gran Turismo 7 for the Mégane Cup in the Group 4. And here right now with the Group 3. And every other Sunday we are racing on Assetto Corsa Competizione, which I had fun on last week. Managed to get P3. Should have had P2 in that race, but I binned it off right at the end. Yeah, so we'll be back with that next week. Next weekend. But right here, we're looking pretty set with our grid, I think. I'm going to put the change tyre message into the chat. V2's on a purple run here. And we have come to our 20-minute time limit. So the drivers need to get their tyres on for their race strategy. And Epic Toasty is going to the toilet apparently, so we will hold off starting just for now. And I just wait for all these drivers to get their things ready for the race. For round 2 of the Group 3 of Simcade League's Gran Turismo 7 featured series. And I shall give you a rundown of the standings right now before we go racing. V2 won last week's race in the Group 3. HL came in second. Last Ninja Cow got third. AJ Dude came in fourth. Lance Fenton fifth. And TG got sixth. So those drivers already got the points on the board. Can I start the race from the menu? Why doesn't it let you do that? I never understand that. Here we go. Will we get the glitch again? Let's see. We probably will. Oh no, we didn't. Here we go then. Ready to race. V2 to lead the drivers off the line here. 16 laps of Dragon Trail Seaside to go. We're going to go back. Oh, what's happened to my camera? What is it? We're in a field. What's happened? Oh my goodness. The camera did break. So we're going to have to go back into this. And HL gets the jump on V2 off the line. What a start for HL. Fenton now attacking V2. Poor start for V2. Fenton now under pressure behind from Epic Toasty. Let's go on board with Epic Toasty to see if he can get through on Fenton here. Fenton will be hoping for more points this week, a better position than 5th that he got last week. He did have that big crash around Spa that resulted in him dropping way down the grid. And Toasty has started on the mediums here. Interesting. As has Fenton. V2 and HL gone on the soft. So different strategies at the top. What has Ninja done? Ninja's gone on the soft and he's on the back of Epic Toasty. And Ninja had a bit of an incident there and he's got damage. Toasty as well by the looks of things. Yes, engine damage and front bumper damage. So that's not good for Toasty. Cornish through a fourth. And HL is still in the lead. And I need to back out and get the cinematic camera back on. Oh, that's good that it shows you them coming around there, isn't it? Okay, so HL 6/10 up on V2. This could be an interesting battle, this, for the win. HL and V2, they are already 3.5 seconds up on Fenton. So a big gap for the front two, but the battle could rage on. A while to go yet. Pit stops to come into it as well. These two are on the softs and the next two are on the mediums, so that could explain some of the time difference that we're seeing. And V2 is on the back now of HL through the chicane. HL, oh, he gets really loose. And he's off, and he's clattered big style into the wall, and he's blocking the chicane. V2's through into the lead. Oh, and he got out of the way very well, did HL. He was blocking the chicane for a time there, but he's dropped all the way down to 5th. And Cornish and Fenton now move up. So V2 has got himself a bit of a gap in front. That's how he likes it. And that's disappointing for HL, who'd had such a good start there. Still got the damage, the light mechanical damage. And TG getting past Epic Toasty, so Toasty's damage is causing him problems. TG flashing his lights there, I'm not sure if that's intentional, but Epic Toasty is all over the back of TG now. Hip as well joining the party. So the last points position, it's on offer. Oh, and someone's had issues by the sounds of it. This liar crier who's getting very loose. Now this battle here, 3 of them all together. TG holding them off for now. Hip getting a nice little move done on Epic Toasty. Fantastic from Hip in that Porsche. Lovely move there. And into the chicane we go. Who's going to hold it? Oh, Epic Toasty got a bit loose. But he's held it together. This is an interesting battle for our final points position. Hip looking for the move on the hairpin. Doesn't quite get it done. So has to settle in behind. Epic Toasty now right back up to the back of Hip. And Hip making a move on TG now. Up into 6th. Great driving from Hip here. Up into 6th. Very good driving from Hip. 2 really good passes. Oh, and Epic Toasty's tapped into the back of Hip. Toasty does the honourable thing and lets him back through. Hip held it very well. And TG didn't take advantage either. So good sporting driving there from the drivers. A genuine mistake, I think, from Epic Toasty. A little bit rusty maybe, not played the game in a while. Joins us tonight for the first time this season. But we do know that Toasty is a fast driver. And once he gets back in the swing of things, will be looking to get up there. Now we have yellow flags. It's Ninja who has had an incident there before the chicane, so that's a little bit strange. That promotes TG up to 6th now and Hip up to 5th. Disappointing for Ninja there, and now he's going to come under pressure from Toasty. You can see that the light mechanical damage still affecting Ninja's car. It has cleared now, so he can get back up running. And Hip is sitting pretty at the minute. He has got damage though as Hip here. That has cleared though. HL back up to 4th. Had a really good start, did HL, and was looking like he might challenge for the win, but he's now 11 seconds, well, 12 seconds down on that. He's looking to see if he can get back into the points, the podium, sorry. He's on a fastest lap run. Needs this for the championship push. He is, of course, currently 2nd in our Group 3 championship. 2nd only to V2, but V2 is in the lead once again. Let's see what this gap is at. It's 9 seconds. V2 is walking away with this race. 9 seconds ahead. But he's on the faster tyre. Fenton on the slower one, as is Cornish. These two stuck together for quite a long time here. HL now catching up to the back of them though. So this is the fight for P2. The Jaffa Cake livery of Cornish is gunning for Fenton here. Fenton's gone wide. Oh dear. He's managed to hold it, but that promotes Cornish. And HL is in to the pits. He has come in. I think he could have got another lap out of those softs, personally, but he's come in, and Fenton will be disappointed to have lost that there. But he's still with Cornish, hasn't lost too much time. HL is now onto his mediums. He's got a penalty, 3-second penalty. Did he cross the pit line? I think he must have done to get a 3-second penalty. Very disappointing. Ninja up into 6th, but HL is just behind him, but will get this penalty applied, dropping him back a few seconds. And will that help Rob out? It may just. Rob also Rob's only 6 seconds down on HL, so chance for him to have a look. Now Ninja is on the back of TG. Can he get himself up another place? And this is where it's going to hurt HL, because he is with these guys. And Ninja goes for the move here just before the chicane into this hairpin. Gets a bit wide there. TG will hold him off. And HL's now up onto the back of Last Ninja Cow. Through the chicane we go. TG still blinking his lights. Oh, and he's hit the wall. Oh, Ninja's hit into the back of TG. This is carnage. And that is what this chicane can do. Looks like Ninja didn't get any damage there though. TG is going to allow the guys through, but it also might be his damage to the car that's doing that. HL dropped off due to the penalty. Probably for the best there with the little incident that we saw. So Ninja up to 5th. He's 8 seconds back on Hip though for 4th place, and we joke in Simcade League that Last Ninja Cow likes to finish 4th. Can he get up to 4th? Hip having a steady race here up in 4th. Can he hold this together? I think he could probably... He might pit at the end of this lap. Quite possibly, but maybe could push another lap. Fenton. Looks like you want to be doing 7 laps on the softs. So he's got a couple more laps to go on this stint. Same for Cornish. Although Cornish doesn't play the game as regularly as Fenton, so I wonder if strategy will be the advantage for Fenton here. V2 is just in his own world, and I think he might well pit at the end of this lap here. Let's see if he does. Yes, he does. So V2 is in to swap onto the medium tyre. Let's see if Cornish can get out ahead of V2 during this pit stop. So Cornish is up into first through pit stops. Fenton follows him just a second and a half down. V2's back up and running onto his medium tyres, and he's only 5 seconds off the lead. And yeah, under pit stops for the other cars, V2 will retake the lead of this Group 3 race around Dragon Trail Seaside, round 2 of the Simcade League Gran Turismo 7 series. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, please do consider subbing. You get all your notifications with the notification bell when we go live. And we are live often. HL in 4th currently, and he's just put their mediums on. Now, is he closing on V2? He is slightly, but it's a 17-second gap. So, that's not great. TG on his medium tyres in 5th in the points. Hip also in the points. Hip has dropped down here through pit stop. So Hip has done his pit stop and he's still in the points. Can he get back up to that 4th position that he was looking at? Liar Crier and Rob very close on track. Both on the mediums. They'll be looking to pit maybe at the end of next lap. Last Ninja Cow must have been in for his pit stop too. He has. He's on the mediums now. He's down in 9th. Toasty, he must have pit and must have crossed the pit line as well, because he's got a 3-second penalty. Mikey propping up the grid, but also has just had a pit stop by the looks of things. Cornish leads the race, but only a second to Fenton. V2 is 10 seconds off the lead here. Has he dropped back there? I think he's dropped back. Now these two probably will be coming in to the pits soon. And into the pits, we do see Cornish come. Fenton stayed out though. He's going to try and go another lap on the mediums. And he's seen the time just slightly increase on V2 here. Yeah. V2 struggling on the mediums, possibly. So TG's pit as well. He's dropped out of the points through that, so that promotes Hip to... Oh no, he's still in 6th. That's where he was previously. He got Rob all over the back of him. Liar Crier did obviously get a pass, actually, on Hip. So yeah, it has promoted Hip up, because he must have fallen down to 7th. So Liar Crier and Hip and Rob having a little mini battle here for the final points position here in the Simcade League. 6th position. Let's see. Gr3 will need to pit though, and Hip has already pit. Also, Rob will need to pit. So Hip's actually sitting pretty there. HL is 17 seconds back from the lead. 2 seconds back off Cornish in 4th position. Cornish on those fresh softs. What can he do on those fast tyres? And V2. Fenton has managed to put a little bit of time on here, and he will hopefully come into the pits now. Yes, he does. Gonna put his soft tyres on. That's the right call. Those tyres needed changing. Stayed out for the extra lap. We saw that attempt last week from HL, and we did wonder if it would pay off. It didn't pay off ultimately in the end, although HL did take 2nd in that race, but we did think for a minute that the win could be on for HL last week, so we'll see how that pays off for Fenton. I've got a feeling V2 did enough on his soft tyre stint to win this race. Cornish is 6.5 seconds back on V2, but it does look like V2 struggling on these mediums, you know. This is going to be interesting. We have about 5 laps to go. And now we're starting to see Cornish is picking up. He's picking up the time here. He's closing on V2. Character 3K cheering on V2. To be fair, Character, he does not need anyone's support. V2 is an incredible driver on Gran Turismo 7. He won our F1 Classic Series last season. And he's looking like a contender for the championships this season as well. But Cornish is catching him currently. HL has managed to get... Whoa, what's going on there with HL? He's got damage. He was really wobbling there. So it must have been an instant into the chicane. Fenton comes through into 3rd. Who's 10 seconds down on the lead. And 3 seconds down on Cornish. Now Cornish is going to have to catch up at the rate of about 1 second a lap here, if he is going to challenge for this lead. And at the minute I don't think it is as fast as that he is doing. .5 seconds back. Needs to get that down to under 6 seconds this lap, really. I think V2 did just do enough on the soft stint. .3 seconds as we head down towards the chicane. Fenton in 3rd, HL 4th. Be a bit of a disappointment for HL. Dropping points in the championship. Better from Fenton this week. Hip sitting pretty in 5th. Last Ninja Cow is back up into the points. And the big movers in the table, as it stands, would be V2, Cornish, and possibly Hip. I don't know what Hip scored last week. No, he didn't get any points. So yeah, Hip would move rather well. Cornish set a personal best. So that is down to 6 seconds with 4 laps remaining. I don't think it's going to be enough. Cornish is pushing. He needs a mistake from V2. A mistake from V2 would open this race back up. The problem is V2 doesn't make many mistakes. He does not make many mistakes at all. And at the rate we're going at, I think Cornish could finish maybe 2 seconds down on him. We shall stay on board with V2 for now to see if a mistake does come. The chicane's the most likely place for it to happen. It is down to 5.5 seconds, so here we go, chicane. That is perfectly fine from V2. Yep, gets a bit wobbly, but it's good enough to see him safely through. Cornish through very rapidly, though. He is catching, but it's just not going to be enough, is it? It really isn't. Maybe we do have another contender for the championship, though, if Cornish can make all the races. He did miss last week. I believe he missed last week. I don't think he raced. Last Ninja Cow. 18 seconds to the next position. So Last Ninja Cow looks to be getting some points for today. Hip as well. Had a good race. Very, very steady along here. So we start the 14th lap. 3 to go. This lead is 6 seconds. Oh, V2 has made a mistake. He's gone off onto the gravelly part of the track. How much damage is that going to do? The telemetry is not moving, but Cornish has dropped as well. Oh no, I didn't catch it, but Cornish has had a mistake. And that was the opportunity for Cornish there. V2 had made a mistake, but Cornish followed it himself with one, meaning that V2 is safe to win this race. I don't see Fenton catching at 8 seconds back. Cornish has just thrown away the win. He could have caught V2, I feel. The pace he had, the mistake made, and how lucky for V2, really, because he had made a mistake himself. There's still laps to go. Let's not write this race off yet. But Fenton will be hoping to defend like crazy to keep second place, because he had a bit of a stinker last week, and he will be pleased to get a higher finish if he can. But Cornish is still right there with him. Did Cornish get damage? I don't know. I didn't see. Hips up to 4th. HL coming out. Did HL have a problem? Hip's up to 4th. Let's go, Hip. Can you hold on? HL's right on him. And they're both on mediums. HL's are much more worn than Hip's, though. But he's right on the back of him now. I think we'll see a challenge there. Penultimate lap. Let's see what V2 does. Will he make a mistake again? He is coming up to the back marker of Mikey. Will that cause any issues? He has cleared a back marker of Epic Toasty, who's got a 3-second penalty. Again, not sure what for. So yeah, rusty evening from Epic Toasty, but if he can stick with the league, I'm sure he will get up to pace really quickly. We have seen the time drop a bit now. V2 going through the chicane. Safely does it. Safely does it. He might even be just taking a little bit off at the chicane now, just to make sure. So Mikey is now in V2's way. Will he move out of the way? The blue flag rules for Group 3 is not quite the same as we see in F1. The onus is on the lead car, I believe, to get the overtake done. We're on to the final lap. And V2 is right behind Mikey. Does get past him now. And it looks like he's going to take this win, barring any huge mistakes. And Hip's dropped now. HL gets the move done. So Hip back down to 5th. HL up into 4th. He will be disappointed with this race. He had a great start. Got a bit wobbly there. Hip might be able to come back at him here. Down the main straight. They start their final lap. Every driver should have enough time to finish their laps, as V2 will finish relatively soon. Hip got a bit loose there on HL. They were right on top of each other. Is Cornish still attacking Fenton? He is. I don't know which race to stick with here, which battle to stick with, but I'm going to stick with my mate Hip. Can he get back through on HL? HL's tyre wear's quite close. I think it will be okay though. Oh, and Hip, he's got a bit loose and he's dropped back. So let's go up to Cornish and Fenton. Fenton has pulled out a second on Cornish, but a strong performance from Cornish on his Season 4 debut to get onto the podium. And V2 will be finishing in P1, his second win of the season, picking up maximum points yet again. Fenton, he's happy with that. A little wiggle across the line from him and Cornish. Fenton, much better from him this week, back where he belongs at the top end of the grid. HL, as I say, he will be disappointed. He looked strong early on, and that mistake that we saw from him put him out of the running for a win. But promise there for him to challenge in this league. Hip comes home with points. His first points of the Group 3 season. And Last Ninja Cow finishes in our final points position. Continuing his points streak from last week. So there are your point scorers. V2 with the win. Fenton second. Cornish third. HL fourth. Hip fifth. Last Ninja Cow sixth. And Liar Crier comes home in seventh. Him and Rob had a bit of a battle. Rob sets a personal best on his final lap. Very good from him. Stranger Craig coming home in ninth. Epic Toasties finished a lap down. And Tom will round us out for 10th. Mikey's also finished a lap down. And there you have it, guys. That is round 2 of Simcade League's Group 3 season on Gran Turismo 7. Well done to all the drivers there. An interesting race with the chicane. And V2 picks up his second win. Now we are going to attempt to do some interviews once again. So let's let the drivers know. And I will change our overlay. There we go. We'll wait for the drivers to join us. We do have 2 drivers currently in the podium. And all 3 are there now, so I will join.
Oh.
Right, hello guys.
Hello.
Let's talk to our race winner, V2.
Hello, guys.
Second week in a row.
Yeah, I guess I got lucky this one.
Well, I can tell you that Cornish was catching you, and you.
I know. I was checking the timing screen.
Yeah, and you made a little mistake. Went off onto the gravel, and I was.
That was not the only mistake. I guess you didn't get.
That was the
one
that I caught.
Oh, okay.
And I was
because I had a meeting with Mr. Barrier.
Oh.
In the chicane of death.
Okay.
So yeah.
Well,
yeah,
I saw
was a little incident.
I saw you going off into the gravel, and of course,
yeah.
I was screaming because I thought we're gonna get a showdown at the end, and then Cornish made a mistake as well, and I was like, no, I wanted to see a battle.
I don't know what tire Cornish was on. I'm guessing soft.
Yes, he was.
In that stint, yeah, but I think in this track, please don't ever do this track again. I really don't like that chicane. It seems like every time you go through there, it's a different chicane.
Were you taking it easy? Were you taking it easy in the last few laps at the chicane?
Yes, I was.
I thought so. You had the time, and it made sense to like not risk it really.
Yeah. And I think that in this track, I feel like you can really feel the tire wear.
Right.
When the tire was on like half thread,
Mhm.
I felt like it was just getting away from me. That's why I went into the gravel, because I used the same braking point,
Yeah.
or a little bit further and then into the gravel. But
But
luckily, it went okay.
you still got the win, and you move up on your points. I've got to get confirmation about the points because we might be scaling them up slightly with a bigger grid. So yeah, wait to see
Okay.
I believe we are.
confirmation
I believe
on
we're
that.
doing 1 to 8.
And there's the voice of P2.
Yeah, somehow.
Yeah, I was saying, you know, you surely a lot happier. This is Lance Fenton, everyone, by the way, at P2. Well done.
Thank you.
Must be a lot happier with that that result
Absolutely.
tonight.
Yeah, no bollards to hit, so thankfully, thankfully I made it here. I didn't have the pace. Honestly, Cornish was definitely up there, and
Yeah.
HL, whew,
And
HL had blinding pace.
the incident that I just mentioned, Cornish. I don't actually know what happened to Cornish, but
I'm not sure either. I think he must have hooked a tire on the one of the
he will
rumble strips.
he'll tell us any moment. I would have thought.
Yeah,
just lost concentration for a second. I'm a blithering idiot.
Yeah, same as me in the Meganes. He was backwards on the track and I passed him, and I thankfully got past and defended like hell.
Yeah. So that, I think,
Mega pressure from him.
For yourself, Fenton, you know, obviously a disappointing result last week, but that sort
Absolutely.
of gives you a bit more
A bit more confidence
for the championship. Yeah, keeps you
Absolutely.
in the running. Right, I'll move on to Cornish then.
Mm-hmm.
Hello.
Cornish debut race.
Yeah. We take those.
That was your debut, right, for season 4 tonight?
That is correct, mate. That's
yes,
correct, yeah.
I thought so, and a good result, really.
Yeah, we take those.
And as we mentioned earlier with V2 there, you were catching at the end. Now,
felt good, man.
Yeah.
I felt fast.
I don't think you would have caught V2 under natural racing. No. I think you would have still been a little bit behind. But when he made that mistake, I was, as I've just said, I was thinking, oh, we're going to get a showdown.
Yeah,
and it wasn't to be. But a solid performance, as I say, for your debut.
Absolutely. Take those all day. The pace of some of the lads in here
is crazy.
It's mental.
It is crazy, yeah. V2, you know, he was fast last season, as was Fenton. And then sort of the back half of the season last year, I don't know what happened to V2, but he got quicker and quicker. He's the man to beat.
If I can find my consistency, what I've got on F1, and just get it home every race in a decent position in GT, I think I'll be happy.
And
I think I'll be very happy.
Will we be seeing you most weeks?
Oh yes, definitely. I only missed last week because I went on a mad trip, on a little adventure.
What was that? Sorry, was that V2 again?
Sorry, it was me. Sorry, I was speaking on top of him because it got off for me. But I was saying that you are a threat, so get better. Well, you will get better.
We do want to see.
I'm trying.
We do want to see more battling. So yeah, it should be good. Right, guys. Thank you for talking to me after your race.
Absolutely.
Go and enjoy the rest of your Friday night.
Thank you. I can't wait to enjoy the race.
We'll see you next week for some more racing.
See you then.
Bye.
Have a good one, guys. Cheers.
Well, there was our top 3. I hope you guys have enjoyed tonight's race. And that will be the end of tonight's stream. As I say, we will be back next week. We have got more racing. And I shall tell you what we've got coming up right now in the F1. On Thursday night, right here on YouTube, we head to Barcelona for round 3, and it is going to be a mixed weather race. So we will be starting with dry and heading into a wet race. So that's going to be very interesting on Thursday night, the 20th of October. And then next Friday, in our Gran Turismo 7 series, we also head to Barcelona. So that's Barcelona 2 nights in a row. Interesting. And that will be for the Mégane Cup, which we start these streams with my onboard. You'll see me racing in the Mégane Cup as you did earlier tonight. And then following that, we get the featured race with me on commentary, talking about how these guys have all been doing. And that's on next Friday for you. And then we will have more Assetto Corsa Competizione next week as well. On Sunday night, we race Misano, the 23rd of October. On the Sunday night, at 7 p.m. 7 p.m. UK time for all of these races. We hope you do join us for that. Okay, guys. Thank you for watching the stream. Thank you for dropping your likes. And thanks for subscribing to the channel. And we'll see you soon here on Simcade League.